Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kampfest Round 2. In this game, we're playing on this one really, shitty, weird map, and Death by Mitten decides to jump off the edge because, that's kind of like what usually happens when when you're involved with a bunch of bushwookie campers. And today I have a special guest. His name is Johnson. We'll just call him Johnson. And as soon as he approaches the mic, we'll give him the mic and let him speak into it. What's up, Johnson? Hey. See, Johnson has a very strange voice. He'll just comment a couple extra little things, I guess. I'm Billy Bob, and today, in Kampfest, this is just kind of a little extra round. And over here we see, Death by Mitten, taking out one of the most prevalent tools of the bushwookie camper, which is the RC XD car, which is called the XD. I don't fucking care. And yeah, and notice there's just so many bushwookies, but they're in this map. They have a tendency of being behind or around rocks. They're kind of like starfish. They just sit there under a fucking rock and don't move much. And yeah, it's really it's kind of like trying to dig out a little turd out of your ass crack, but it won't come out, and it's kind of like just stuck there. Especially when you're trying to wipe and you don't understand why, when shit is supposed to be moist, but it kind of dries into your ass, like inside of your crack. It just dries up and becomes crusty. It's kind of like that's kind of like what a camper is. A dried up turd inside of your ass crack that you're having a very hard time getting out with toilet paper, so you have to go in the shower and kind of wash it out with your hand. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Johnson over here is just staring at me because I'm talking about crusty shit that's in my ass crack. And when I talk about that, Johnson, I mean, campers. I don't mean myself. I don't do that because if I play, I don't camp. And as you can tell, Death by Mitten is going, trying to secure an area where he knows where campers are most common. See, and he kind of takes their spot, but he moves. He doesn't just sit there and, gaze into the pasture or whatever the fuck. So, Johnson, what is your take on campers? Well, campers are a bunch of bitches. I don't know why, but they like to sit behind rocks. I don't really have time for this shit. Well, Johnson, we really appreciate your input. You really suck at commentary. You really need to, be more motivated. Fuck you. As you guys can tell, I am the Mitten, and today I'm just trying to do a little bit of something different. And I thought it'd be kind of an interesting idea to do kind of I don't know, I really wish I could find somebody to do a dual com with. I don't know, it'd be kind of interesting to just talk shit about the game and not intended to offend anybody, not intended to really, take it to that level. Just, overall have a little bit of fun. And, as you guys can tell, I already posted one video of just, there were just a lot of campers, and it's kind of frustrating sometimes. And I really kind of wanted to, put my input on that. And, I kind of occasionally, I do like to occasionally go back and play Call of Duty, but it's still it would take a lot for me to, have the same love for this game that I used to have. I feel kind of my literal thing is, if David Wanahar would ask me, what do you think about Call of Duty, I'd be like, I would look at him and be like, if you guys, instead of making what you guys made in Black Ops 3, if you guys made, the original Black Ops, if you made a game like that, I would still be in love with the franchise. But, with Advanced Warfare, Ghost, Advanced Warfare, and now Black Ops 3, and then now Infinite Warfare, I'm really not, I feel like this franchise and this series is kind of dead to me, and that's kind of how I feel. I know that I've probably done a rant in the past, maybe 2 or 3 rants, but I really I don't know, it just really sucks. I really wish this game was a lot more funner. That like I really wish it was like it was in the back in the day where it was actually like fun to play this game, but yeah, I just like I went back to this game just like I'll post some Call of Duty videos, just to kind of put my insight on shit, and basically kind of wanted to mention this one thing, and like it's not a confirmed thing, so please don't consider this a confirmed thing. There has been like one or two other people that have talked about this on YouTube. I predicted this as soon as I found out that, because I was actually kind of interested in seeing what, they would bring, what Infinity Ward would bring us for, the multiplayer reveal. And then we find out that they pushed it back. And I kind of thought about it. I'm like, okay, why did they push it back? Are they hiding something? Obviously, there's something that they're trying to maybe change up, the trailer that they made. Maybe they're trying to alter that a little bit, maybe to manipulate us to think that it's going to be more prevalent on boots on the ground, but it's not. We all know there's going to be thrusters unless they did a dramatic change in the game, which then in that case the game is going to be very buggy and glitchy, and they're going to spend almost a whole year trying to fix the bugs that they implemented by trying to alter the game. If you already made a shit game, release it, get what you can from it, and fucking try to do better next time you're able to make the game. But they already fucked up on Ghost. At least that was boots on the ground, but this is just kind of like a little bit sad, like there's so much. Like, after the backlash of Advanced Warfare, you would think that maybe we'll just do a boots on the ground game. But they could have done a super futuristic game fucking in year 3000 with weapons that shoot fucking hot dogs. I wouldn't really care, but as long as it would be boots on the ground, it would be something, where I feel like I'm actually playing a shooter, I'm not trying to, play Halo in the Call of Duty franchise. I'm not. This is not Titanfall. But, I hate when they're trying to mimic other games because they feel like they're going to lose their fan base because of other games. They're not. Stick to what you were good at in the past. That's what will make you succeed and shine. And I just told Dave Von Hart, I'm disappointed with with this game, and the franchise is dead to me, and maybe hopefully in next few years, maybe you guys will come up with something that can really win the fans over. But damage is done. The damage is truly done, and that's all that you can do is just basically sit and wait and just try to improve. But yeah, I just think that they're actually going to try to change the multiplayer completely and fuck the game. And I know this because they did kind of like slow movements, boots on the ground for the campaign gameplay thing.